This is the first episode, and but then actually something very funny happened. We thought we should talk about it, and we'll talk about it, and we also thought we should talk with 3 different cameras. And we're gonna see if it's gonna work out. Okay, let's start the word. Who do we have here?
Hi, I am Nidhi.
Hello.
Thank you for having me over.
Okay.
I'm really happy to be here, and everything that we've been talking about off the chart, finally we are materializing it. So, very happy.
Maybe for the first time that you're with the channel, and for the first time the channel is getting
Learn.
recorded, launched. Do you want to introduce yourself, what you do, and yeah, let's start from there.
Okay, I hail from Delhi, settling in Bangalore now. I did my entire education from there. I have done masters in science and psychology. Post that I started working with a startup called Network. I worked there for 3.5 years as an operations manager, and thereafter I moved to Bangalore. Now I'm working as an outbound facilitator, leadership trainer. Had attempted multiple SSBs. Thankfully got recommended, however could not join or become a part of army per se, but all those learnings have stayed with me. And what I do now as an experiential educator, it's a lot of learning every day for me, and I'm really happy that I'm in this domain. A part of Team Shersha.
Okay.
I did adventure racing, so that's some new domain I recently explored, and I love it.
Okay, you want to tell something more about adventure racing?
Everything that people have been saying in the books, I really love reading books. Everything people have been saying in the books, that comes true when you're on the ground, especially adventure racing. If I sum it up, everything that psychology has ever taught me, everything that SSB ever taught me, and everything what my work taught me, everything combined together is what adventure racing asks of you.
So, I think it's one of the meetings that we had with Team Shasha, we came across this topic.
Yeah.
That's why I want you to introduce about adventure racing. Now, also, we've been, that means adventure racing will have cycling, running, sometimes swimming, kayaking, and all of this, right?
Right.
Now there is another rising thing which is happening in Bangalore, which is running clubs.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Heard about
the
it.
running clubs. So,
Cute and crazy concept.
yeah, what do you think about the running clubs in Bangalore?
I am happy it came up. I mean, there have been generations, people wrote letters, our parents wrote letters, and they only met when they had to attend function of somebody else, probably close relatives or somebody. And our generation came up. We used Facebook to connect with people. Then generation Z came up. Okay, they started using Tinder, and now generation Alpha is there. I'm happy that Run Club exists. So we are not just sitting and scrolling, and we are actually relying on to run clubs. The good idea around here is I can actually know why did somebody ghost me, because
I made a statement that any couple who choose to get married or choose to, stick together for some time, no matter what kind of relationship, they should do adventure racing once. And didn't take a lot of credits, but I think somewhere the brainchild of that came around some of the articles that I read. Why it is also important for the two person to go through something very difficult time before getting into a serious relationship.
right.
And that's where it started. How did this idea of you combining the running club and the whole part of going through something very crucial, how do you combine this, and what is that you're trying to put together here?
You give them an opportunity to know each other better. They decide how much. What is happening, if you said, is the present generation up for it? Present generation is surviving on situationship, they're surviving on nano shit, they're surviving on breadcrumbing, they're making a choice. We'll make a choice here as well, right? And not a platform to bring in the point, but cases of people being apart is also knowing too much but late. Like knowing too much but too late. What is the harm if it happens quite early and then they get to decide it? When I speak to the students and by the end of session they sit and they talk about it, that is when they decide what I want for me. Now, like you said in one of the conversations earlier, after they are done with a lot of trekking, a lot of hiking, and they're just sitting and they're exhausted, they don't know whether they want it or lost it, that is the time they will take a call. And they might as well say, do you want to meet again? Or they might say, you know what, I really hate you, what you just did. That is up to them. We are nowhere in the picture. The only idea is to give them a platform, to give them an opportunity, and just let them do what they want to do. That's the catch here. Yeah. So the journey starts from the moment they say yes.
Yeah.
If your partner is whatever situationship or nanoship they are in, the moment they say okay, I will do it for you, from there it starts, and then where it goes is where they take it.
Let's say you actually bring up with this module and it's kind of running in another couple of months. Would someone has to know like cycling and probably be an athlete and run all this? Would it be that hard that we're going to be setting it up for someone probably working in corporate?
See, the idea of it is not to make anybody fit, okay, or to test their fitness levels, or to make partners believe that you're a couch potato. Let's put it very raw. The idea is, if I can provide that adequate amount of stimulus for them to take it in their head, and that somehow is channelized through the body, right? So it has to be that adequate amount that your body is pushed too much that your brain cannot work, and that is when you put them in situation. So the route will be designed not in a way that you will push yourself physically too much, but it will be a combination of both. Everybody and anybody from all age groups, all genders can sign up for it. That's the beauty of it. And I know people who would be setting up the route. The name of organization is Find Your Way, and the name of this particular setup would be, since you're running with the one you chose, and eventually we all are figuring it out how it has to happen, so it would be Find Your Way Together.
Beautiful.
Yeah, find your way together. I mean, you get lost together. You win together, you lose together. Whatever it is, you're in together.
Here we are on our first episode of Mutton with Manoj, and what a wonderful our guest, Ms. Nidhi, and I can't thank her enough for doing this. But I got to say this: find your way together is a new way to look up things if you're looking for a seriousness. And meet you again on the next episode. Until then, stay tuned. Thank you.